I don't think it's unfair to say that size and scope-wise, it was like a big regional.
Oh, you're the worst.
Go ahead and lick his shoe. Tell him it's a 9.
His arms are so bound up.
I didn't know you had such interest in obscure sports like jump roping and arm wrestling.
His biceps are like 25 inches. I'll look him up.
You are an idiot.
Man, do I love these high ground beef jerky chips in the original flavor.
Cold cut combo.
Look what was in there too. The Forbidden Zen.
I dare you.
Dehydrate your face. Did you watch Happy Gilmore too?
Yeah.
What'd you think? Out of 10.
6.
Oh,
I know, man. It's because my expectations were too high.
oh my
That's
gosh.
what I. That's
Get
what I
out of
remember
here.
everyone.
Get out of here.
What did you give it? 10?
For sure.
Are you-
9.5.
Oh my
That's great.
God.
Bro,
I
give
had
it a 4 out of 10.
Thank
Oh,
you.
you're the worst. You probably
I've
didn't
had-
even watch the original though.
I watched it like 100 times.
Oh man, it was exactly what it was supposed to be. You can't go into that movie there was 74. I think it was 74
Cameos.
cameos.
Yeah.
It was, except for the last like 15, 20 minutes, which usually happens at Adam Sandler movies, which is expected. Incredible. I thought it was great. I loved it. Kids love it. It's great.
This would be a great segment. Rich interviews people and asks their opinion and then just tears it down.
I'm just
You are an idiot.
I'm just saying. My opinion is I liked it.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
I wouldn't say what I've done is watch. We turned it on, and I didn't pay enough attention. I just was like looking at I was like, oh hey, there's like every famous golfer I've ever seen.
It's.
Go ahead and lick his shoe. Tell him it's a 9.
I thought it was great.
Tell him.
Oh, I don't have any grade for it at all. I did not pay enough attention. I've had about 1,400 milligrams of sodium. My arthritis is going. I mean, my hand is going to look like a.
You should get in a
baseball
Sisu
mitt.
Cold Creek sauna
guys.
or
The cold plunge really does help my arthritis. I just need to drink like
It doesn't help your arthritis. It
sort of
helps your
takes the
arthritis
swelling
symptoms.
It takes the swelling
Trust
down.
me, nothing helps your arthritis.
It brings the swelling down, yeah, because like if I have the only thing I've really noticed is dehydration. So if I have too much sodium and not enough water, or just not enough water, I don't necessarily have to have too much sodium, just not enough water. Dehydration in general turns my hand into a baseball mitt.
Oh yeah, I forgot you have gout.
I have arthritis, and then I can't walk. Like I need
Systemic, at your age, you have systemic arthritis.
What else is it supposed to be? I've taken all the tests for it to be gout, not gout. And all this has all the symptoms of rheumatoid arthritis.
Wow. What?
My hand and my foot. I'm not kidding you. I have slippers for at home, but I have to wear them to walk. I can't walk barefoot.
This is something to consider as we go into the BCS Classic this week. I just watched last year's video, and it's just all of us just listing off injuries and complaints. And
Somebody said I complain way too much about my knee, so I'm not going to talk about it.
and broken
Dude,
parts.
your knee
Minus the
makes you
MRI.
want to throw up.
You should do an update. Have you done an actual update on?
I have no ACL.
That's awesome.
Didn't know that actually before I got the MRI. I'm actually looking into getting an osteotomy. I have a CT scan tomorrow, I think, of full hip, ankle, knee to make sure I can still do it.
Did you just throw me under the bus for my Happy Gilmore review?
No, I didn't.
On social
I just
media.
said, hey, you want podcast questions?
Okay.
Yeah, I've got no moderate to severe arthritis in all 3 compartments, medial, lateral, and behind the kneecap. My kneecap is just trash. That's where I think a source of a lot of my pain is. My bone is starting to
You got that old man
to
knee.
peacock a
There's
little bit.
difference. There's a difference between a knee that's supposed to has all the working features in the correct places, and yours has that distinct old man look.
Yeah, it does
where
look- it's like
there's just something.
Starting to walk
It's
like
not-
a cowboy.
It's not swelling anymore. It's not swelling. It's like bone.
It's a bone. I thought I was like,
Angela's like,
dude.
what is that? Is that swelling? And he just touched it. It didn't move. He was like, oh gosh. Yeah.
I couldn't believe that was your bone. I'm like,
My favorite,
how does it get out there?
My favorite is any good friend that I have is I've got several. Like Kelly is an osteo PA. Evan Dyer's an osteo PA. I got a couple other friends. AJ looked at it and their first response is, "Oh my gosh, how do you walk on
What
that
have you
thing?"
done?
It's so I'm looking at doing an osteotomy. So basically, Bridges had it done, but where I've used up all of the meniscus on the medial side, and I'm already bow-legged a little bit, so they'll basically put they cut your bone and put a shim in there to kind of bring it back to truth.
That's such a crazy way.
So I'll use
Yeah,
more lateral
so-
meniscus. I want to stave off the knee replacement. Probably, I mean, that would be the optimal, right? But not at 38 years old. So hey,
Chan looks like he's doing pretty well.
yeah, but he's 40.
I get it. Yeah, he's older
whatever,
than you for
know?
sure.
Like, so if I could stave it off for at least 8 or 10 years,
Do this with both legs.
it's just gotten to the point
Do
where it
this?
just hurts
Dude, your
to do.
What
anything.
about the
VMO is just insane on
what about the
that side.
what
It's
is-
your VMO, the side, the size difference.
Yeah.
it looks like injectable meniscus is right around the corner.
I did see that, but I don't know if there's going to be anything to attach it to. At
Where they
this point.
squirt it in there like pancake
There's like
batter
a
or something?
gel, yeah.
For real.
I follow this.
Yeah.
It's an Instagram handle called Knee Pain Life. They put some stuff out there. There's like nanobots that they're starting to inject into knees, and
yeah.
every time I'm like, hey,
Yeah, I'll be your dummy.
I'll be a Doug.
Oh
Yeah.
man, yeah, your knee is crazy.
It's not good. Yeah, so there's no ACL. Don't know when that happened, honestly. I don't know if it was, remember, was it 2 years ago for the Masters qualifier stuff when I had to get that cortisone shot? I don't remember. Like, there was no distinct, I don't know when. And it's not that it's torn. It's that there's no fibers. There's no ACL fibers. So at some point, Thanos snapped it. PCL's gone. It's just a mess in there, you know?
I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it said to you.
Yeah, just gone.
Oh, that's
So,
crazy.
Yeah.
Last night after we did those snatches and overhead squats, I could not. These are two normal things you should be able to do as a 26-year-old male. I could not stand up from the couch without using my hands to help me at all. Like, at all.
Sounds completely normal to me.
Like, lean forward and use an arm. And then I could not put my arm around my wife. Like, I couldn't pick my arm up to put it around her. So I was like, it was just sitting there. And she started leaning into it. I'm like, hey, please don't do that. I can't. You can't lean on my shoulder.
Give me an assist.
So,
Dude,
but I was also really sore too. I don't know what that was from. I was sore before we did it. It was something I did on Saturday made my shoulder sore, and then whatever we did yesterday injured my shoulder.
Whatever we did yesterday, we overhead squatted and bar muscle upped, and we snatched.
And then I tried to do some handstand push-ups because I'm like, man, I need to do some for that workout. I could not bear my own weight on my hands, so I couldn't do that. So I ran instead.
It blows my mind that like these training sessions with Rich aren't helping that at all.
I know, right?
Yeah, I see you putting in the work to recover.
I knew we were gonna snatch later in the day, so like every hour on the hour, I would get up and I'd go out to the gym and I would do. I need to do like some isometric stuff for my tendonitis really. So like I do some wall sits. I do 3 sets of 30 seconds wall sit, and then I would get on the little roller thing that we have, like a foam roller, and I would roll out my lats and my upper back. Every hour I would do that for like 6 hours, knowing I was gonna snatch.
Dang.
The lat and upper back rollout has really helped my.
My lat is so bruised.
I can
I did it so much.
helps my
yesterday.
front rack a ton and my
Yeah.
overhead because I now have to use so much hip to get below parallel that I have to do the like lean forward to get there. So yeah. Mountain Ops has combined my two biggest passions, fitness and the outdoors, as well as sourcing quality ingredients. Mountain Ops Supplements has helped me get the most out of my training sessions in and out of the gym. If you want to start taking your results seriously, I've put together a bundle of Mountain Ops products. New and returning customers save 20% on their purchase when you visit mountainops.com and use the code Froning. That's MTNOPS.com, code FRONING. When it comes to your health, some of the most important factors are the ones that you can't see in the mirror. Bloke specializes in men's health, helping you identify and fix the things that might be holding you back from optimizing your health. So regular blood testing is critical for staying proactive. Luckily for you, our friends at Blokes are here to make things easier than ever. Blokes doesn't give results with no solutions. They offer personalized solutions that fit your life, and they make the whole process simple and accessible. I get my blood labs taken at CrossFit Mayhem or in the comfort of my own home. If you're serious about taking control of your total health, not just your workouts, head over to blokes.co and take the first step. Use the code FRONINGPOD, all one word, to enjoy 50% off of all your labs. When it comes to training flooring, durability is the most important factor. With Regapol's established 65-year history, the decision for our studio flooring was simple. Made from recycled tires, Regapol floors are indestructible, durable, and easy to install, and has less smell than other rubber flooring products on the market. To purchase, go to roguefittest.com and search Regupol. That's spelled Regupol. Get strong, grow durable, and unlock your potential on Regapol rubber flooring. Recover faster, breathe easier, and increase your endurance with Airwave's scientifically proven performance mouthpiece. If high-intensity or interval-style training is your sport, try their patented endurance mouthpiece. I opted for the Mayhem 2-pack with one of each. For podcast listeners only, save 15% of your purchase at airwave.com/Froning. That's airwave.com/Froning.
Yeah, it was. I mean, but all that work did pay off. I snatched 225 yesterday.
All that hard work did pay off?
Yes, it did. It paid off. I
Pay the man?
just like yeah, and
Proven
I proved
work?
it. It's proved that work was proven.
I can't wait for people to get mad about that.
And I was, because I'm a competitor training, and
Did you just brute way through that workout?
yep,
Yeah.
and I'm always the underdog.
You've
when
always
it
been an
comes to,
underdog, and
when we train together.
Did you get 1% better yesterday?
I can't think anymore.
Ben's not entertained. He doesn't even like it. Scott's laughing. Ben doesn't think it's funny.
Sorry,
I think it's funny.
not funny enough for you to laugh.
I was just thinking about the one, like, ours is what, train like a champion,
Yeah.
and Brutes is train like a champ.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think so.
Nice.
Yeah.
Those aren't the same.
Faster.
Yeah. You're right.
Catchier.
One less syllable.
Can Angelo buy me a pair of shoes with his games winnings?
Who said that?
C.Reyes_12.
Oh, you got questions flowing in?
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh, really?
That's a little.
Can't Angelo buy me a pair?
We have a games question, which we are going to talk about that.
Yeah.
It's about the the shoe brand. Did it make a difference on the pegboard?
This is great. Should we start with this, or do we have anything else to talk about? We can talk about this.
Yeah.
Because I have.
Do you want to go through? We should probably go through all the events, huh? I don't know how we want to do this.
I don't know.
However
We're going
you
to talk
feel
about the
like.
row.
I don't know if we need to go event by event. It's so
Overall, let's do an overall recap first. Everybody here was there. We were in all different capacities.
Yep. I'll have very little input on the inside of the stadium.
Me too. I did not make it past 50 feet by the entrance of the stadium.
Same. I literally never saw the competition floor.
Me either.
Which it was good. It was good though. I had a blast with the local community and CrossFit Shatter and the stuff we did at the riverfront. So
yeah,
I can't complain about it. And I would say that I saw 90% of the people that I wanted to see. So it was good. Got the family reunion vibe. Got to spend some time at the booth. Got to give you credit, man. Like
Saturday
hours
was a lot.
and hours
Saturday
of pictures.
Was a lot. I think that might be a PR.
Yeah.
It was
It had to be
4.5, almost 5
We got
hours.
in trouble.
Yeah, we got in trouble. We
You were drawing too many people.
CrossFit said that we had to schedule a meet and greet.
Because the line was going in front of other booths, you know.
Our booth was 15 feet from
Yes.
the entrance of the place. So, of course, we
the
just
line
take
is-
pictures
yeah.
and hang out. And it wasn't a scheduled meet and greet. So we got in trouble both days. So my overall, we worked out at Shatter morning, evening, except for the one morning we did the waterfront. We did 3 separate workouts. Shout out to Josh for making 3 separate workouts every 30 minutes so I could do 3 separate workouts with a bunch of people. I think we worked out with probably 300-ish people that morning.
I would say.
It was cool. Really cool. Went to Shatter both evenings, went to the booth at the venue Friday morning and Saturday morning. We ended up coming home Sunday. We had some pain in the butt travel to get there. We went home Sunday because Lakeland and Hattie went with us and they had school on Monday. But I watched pretty much all the events from outside while I was shaking hands, kissing babies. And there's cool little board on the outside of the venue. Heard inside the venue was cool. Yeah. Albany, the outskirts of Albany, beautiful. Cool little bunch of small towns. Downtown, not the vibe I would have chosen for the CrossFit Games, but I think in a pinch they did what they had to do. Scott and Ben, I think, have some good B-roll of the local wildlife in the area.
I think there was a small amount of fentanyl abuse in that area.
The fentanyl going on.
Yeah.
Some of those videos are bizarre. So yeah, man, it felt. I don't want to say a glorified regional because it was way bigger than that. I thought the events were really cool inside the venue. I do think it missed that like games feel.
Adaptability.
I see 100% what Dave was doing. I liked the workouts being classic CrossFit. There was nowhere other than the event that they did on the riverfront to really do anything outside at that location.
I don't think it's unfair to say that size and scope wise, it was like a big regional.
Okay.
Right? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I think that was even probably, I would guess that most people would be in agreement by the literal numbers, and the activation spaces itself and whatnot. But I also think, and we had a debrief with CrossFit as well. And I think they also hit all the marks, right? Like things went well. I think that we met plenty of people who, this is the first time that was on the East Coast, and they were able to come, and they were fired up, first time games attendance and whatnot. And so I think that it really was a good,
get it back on track.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that. But I would also say it just missed that, like, I didn't feel like I was at the CrossFit Games
For sure.
ever.
But nobody expected a banner year this year, right?
No,
Everybody
but-
expected
yeah.
hey, let's get, like you said, back on track.
Back on track.
And for that, I think it was good. But agreed on Albany. No offense to those who are from there, but
No,
it was,
no.
I had a
think
vision of what I
people who
thought
talked-
upstate New York or that place was like.
Well, I mean,
and it didn't-
People who talked most crap about Albany were people from there.
From Albany, yeah.
People
Yeah.
shouted, they're like,
There's some
"This place
beautiful,
sucks."
like we went to Fraternity, and it's a little bit, I don't remember if it was north, south, east, or west, but we went, and beautiful gym, and it's in like the outskirts and beautiful country right there. Beautiful, like clean, like all that. And even Albany, when you look at it, from high up on the hill, you're like, oh man. And then you get down in there and you're like, oh no, like, it's rough. And so, but yeah, I think, like you said, a lot of the workouts you could take back and try them in your affiliate because they were pretty true CrossFit, is one positive to it, but it's also negative to it because it didn't have that
little
like,
bit, yeah.
flash. I don't think it determined the outcome Tia was going to win. I think on the guys' side, any of the top 7 or 8, 1 or 2 workouts go 1 or 2. I mean, Hopper crushed it and did exactly what he needed to do. He was fittest in the field, and so fittest on earth. And so
fun to have a tight race there too.
yeah, I thought it was great, man. I thought the show was great.
I think the guys, and I think they all know that, like, if it comes down to 1 or 2 workout difference, and if,
I will
especially maybe even just like where they're placed too, just at the end of the weekend. If your strengths are at the end of the weekend, like Hopper did for sure, had 2, like parallel handstand push ups and echo bike he's really good at, and that rope climb thruster he's really good at. So like those being towards the end, I mean, I'm sure he looked at it as like, okay, great, like I really have a shot here. So I think, but you're right.
And I will say the programming did favor a little bit more of a high power output athlete. There was a ton of machines in there. Even the run was on a runner minus the long run, but there was the row in there. And so, I think that whose fault is that? No one's, like it is what it is. So I think Hopper won, should have won.
Each year has like a little bit of a theme to the programming.
Yeah.
And then this was shorter, more power output athlete because it was more classic CrossFit. So like you're looking at that 7 to 10 range.
Yeah.
So I mean, it just is what it is. That someone's gonna. There is a certain type of athlete that is gonna shine with that, and not to take away anything from any of the guys at all. Like through who you can see on the points leaderboard, like through I think Roman's in 9th. Through that, that's like those 9 guys are pretty. By the last day, they're kind of in a league of their own.
Yeah.
Which is is cool, and it's cool that they all have. Most of them have a lot of life left in them, like years left in them of competing. So like I don't think it would be weird for somebody to repeat right now. It's possible if Hopper repeats, but it would be weird. Like I think that they're so tight right now. Like their fitness levels are so good and so different in many ways. Like obviously we have Austin here. Him and Hopper are completely different athletes. So like you never know. Depending on the program, you have no idea what's gonna happen.
Right. And Austin swang hard on that last day, dude. I thought he could pull it off.
Swung.
Yeah, swung. Thank you.
Swanger.
What do you two event wins, right? Back to back. Is that just took too much out of the tank, or was the last one just wasn't his game? Did you talk to him?
Yeah, I've talked to him a couple times. I'm not going to go into. I didn't ask him specifics about like what happened. I mean, he had the pegboard event was rough for him, which it was rough for a lot of people for whatever reason.
Oh yeah, I was going to talk.
Floor's wet whatsoever. People walking through sweat, whatever. That's just what happens. Those plexiglass boards is what it's always going to be. There was times at the games when we used them where they were tacky and you were glued to it like Spider-Man, and then the next year I don't know if, like somebody one year, somebody spilled a drink in our lane or something happened. And you got to pay attention to what you're stepping in and like make sure, like we brought a towel out, I think the one year to like make sure, because it is that big of a deal. I mean, you saw T, I think, having to do strict pegboards, which obviously is to someone, it's to your detriment, right? So,
I thought that was a style choice. Was that the seriously? I really did.
Yeah.
No. Again, I didn't see it in real time. So somebody told me she did that. And I was like, that's gangster.
No way.
But I didn't know that it was because of her foot.
She took it. She did for her. She did poor on that event. Like that's something she could run away with. She did poor on that event in compared to her normal. So no, it was not.
I heard that people were chalking their shoes and it backfired on them.
So there's a lot to think about. There is the chalk, the surface, and the fluid, we'll say, bodily fluid, water, whatever you want to call it. So the crash pad, so those crash pads are incredibly cool, expensive, and they've put a lot of work into them. And so there's a mesh in the middle to keep for the longevity of them. Because if it was all just that plasticky like we have on those boxes, they would be destroyed by now. Like those are the original ones they've used. So that mesh, it being so
porous,
yes, allows, like if I'm a real sweaty guy and I'm in your lane before you and I'm dripping there, like that just is going to add to it. And there's no real good way to clean that out. It is what it is. So there's that, the fluid. And then also, you like when I say fluid, don't you? and then also on the board, and then the chalk, which is hard to see on the board too, but the chalk makes it worse for any shoe, I think. I don't think there's any shoe that makes it better. Some shoes get better with a little bit of.
But you're saying that was there because people put it on their grips, not
then,
on their shoes. I heard people actually chalked their shoes.
Yes and no, maybe. Okay. I don't know. I would never tell somebody to do that. But there's someone who might do that.
Yeah.
But maybe if it was so wet, they're like, well, if I chalk my shoe, maybe I'll take it back to the midline, and I don't think that helps. So too much chalk, too much fluid. And then this is what people don't want to talk about. And
you want to talk about it.
I want to talk about it. The brand of your shoe matters. Certain shoes stick better. And I know some people did good in this shoe and other people did bad in that shoe. But there are certain shoes that are good on them. We got some Noble shoes in 2022. I don't have a contract with anyone's shoes, so I can do whatever I want. And so I have some Nobles that I got in 2022 that are I'm like Spider-Man on there. I brought those shoes only for if we did pegboard because they're so good on it. I can literally use just my feet, and I could probably walk up the wall like Spider-Man. They're so good. It's an unbiased opinion. They're the best shoes for pegboarding.
On plexiglass specifically,
on
or
plexiglass
walls too?
specifically.
Plexiglass specifically.
I mean, yeah, but plexiglass is where I use them only.
Wow.
And I don't like to do anything else in them. I had to snatch them, which I don't like to do, but I had to do it because I was wearing them. Yeah. It was worth it. It was we won the event. So yes, it was
by a
worth
lot.
It. By a lot.
You guys stopped. I was watching and I was like, please stop. And both I see them look around and they're like, oh yeah, we're done.
Yeah. And so people have sponsors that give them shoes that they have to wear per their contract.
Which shoe was the worst?
I actually don't know. And I didn't pay attention to that.
Whatever shoe I'm wearing at the time, I'm trying pegboards.
I just like people are like, oh, my pegboard was slick and yours was sticky, and like no one who has a shoe contract will say like, oh, these Rads sucked or these Tiers sucked or these Nikes sucked. Maybe your shoes freaking sucked. If you have, I don't know whose it was, but maybe your shoes freaking sucked.
Or maybe they're wet.
And maybe they're wet, but maybe you have maybe the shoe company that you have doesn't think about that or whatever. They suck on the pegboard. You have a contract. I'm sorry. Your shoes suck for the pegboard. Maybe if you had a better agent, you could put it in there and say, hey, at a circumstance, please give me a chance at a circumstance where I need it to help me win an event. I can use something else. So like if you don't make a lifting shoe, for instance.
Such a bad look for them though, you know?
I mean, what do you do? What do you do? That's a very, unless you have a shoe that is really that you're confident on the board for, I guess if you're going to pay me enough money, I'll take a hit on that event. But I'd like to, I mean, if let's just say I'm Jason Hopper and let's say I'm Austin Hatfield. I'm not saying his shoes are the issue, but if you're Austin Hatfield, your shoes are the issue. And you're like, man, if I would have had better shoes on, I could have won that event possibly. Not saying that's the case, but it could have been. And
him and Hopper have the same shoe brand though.
yeah, I'm not saying that's the case. I'm just saying if you're thinking in your brain, you can't say it out loud because they're your sponsor and they're paying you a lot of money. But if you know in your brain, man, those shoes are the issue. I wish I could have climbed better. Is it really worth it?
I will say shoes probably have something to do with it. I would say the majority, in my opinion,
dude, I tried a bunch of different shoes.
Fluid. I think it being like, if
you
those
want them?
plexiglasses get any type of moisture on them, or you get moisture on your foot and try to climb that plexiglass, even the plywood. Yeah. If it sometimes the plywood's actually pretty good if it gets a little humidity, it gets a little too tacky, but it turns into ice.
Do they not work like a basketball court where you want like a little bit of wet?
I don't think so.
No, some shoes do. Some people like that. Yeah. I do not. Mine do not work that way. If I as soon as fluid is on it, I brought my water bottle out. We had like a little demo time where we could try it. So I had 2 different shoes on. I used the pair of shoes I wanted to wear and the pair of shoes I knew I probably needed to wear. And so I brought them out there, the shoes that I needed to wear, the Nobles. I had them on and they were the ones that I had to wear. Put a little bit of water on both of them. Ice. It's like ice. Couldn't do it. So I don't know. But people don't talk about that. They're like, yeah, the chalk and the water may have affected it probably more. But the shoes you wear matters a lot. That's all I have to say about that.
Hot take.
Not really a hot take. It's just like I just wish people were honest more. Like, hey, the shoes you were wearing sucked.
Yeah.
It's just it is what it is. What else we got on there? You got questions?
That's really
that's
been eating at him for weeks.
What?
That's been eating at him for weeks.
It has.
Right. He's gonna sleep like a baby tonight.
Do you think
he's been sitting on that?
Do you think going back to like the regionals feel or whatever, do you think that it's fair to say that they had to play it kind of safe on like budget and those sorts of things? I think
there was so many factors that played into the way that weekend played out.
Because
we all know
it went well. I was like, there's nothing to really complain about, but it also didn't have like the pop or wow that you're used to. But I can't put a finger on like what that was.
I mean, I'll give you for example, like the city of Madison, like
shut down.
Forget Dallas. The city, you left the ground. So my experience in Albany was when you when you walked through like the metal detectors and whatnot, and you were on Pearl Street proper. Great, you know what I mean? Felt like the CrossFit Games. The big screens, like you said, were really cool. People were there, high five and chest bumps and the whole deal. But 10 feet outside of it, it felt like
someone doing the fent lane.
Well, not like that, but it just didn't feel like nothing was happening. You know what I mean? And there were the banners in the street or whatever, but it was pretty condensed in terms of footprint.
Yeah,
actually extremely condensed in terms of footprint. That was one of my takeaways. Versus like other years, Madison was one of my faves. LA was great because the stadium was so really blow your hair
I think
back.
Madison was still the best as far as I obviously have great memories in
both
Carson and the wow, the just first kind of mainstream of it was huge there, and then Madison was cool for a different reason. It was just like had family at that point.
Yep.
Kids could be there with the campground, that type of thing. And so for me, I think Madison was just so cool from what I think the intent of the games is/should be of like, hey, we all do this common thing that's CrossFit. Let's celebrate the people that do it the best and then hang out after and work out, barbecue, do that type of stuff.
100%.
Like a music festival with fitness.
A what?
Like a music festival with fitness.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You get
and no music.
There's more foot traffic too. I think you get people
bring in some music.
You get people going through the doors that aren't necessarily going to go into the Coliseum, for example, but they're there for the festival atmosphere. But that's like this setup, and then last year's setup. Even you had to actually have a ticket to the Coliseum to even do the booth and all that stuff.
I don't think that's the way forward.
No, that's not true.
Really?
No, yeah. You could come onto Pearl Street. You could even go into the foyer, like where the arm wrestling and stuff is happening. You couldn't go into the venue though. So you could go visit the Rogue booth and all that kind of stuff. So they actually they nailed that, to your point.
But was there anywhere to like hang out and watch it?
Well, I mean those big screens, but I didn't see a whole lot of people that were just camping out there and watching them.
Yeah.
I think man. I personally think the longevity to it is like, let's celebrate what we all know and love, and the community side of fitness and all this, and then celebrate the athletes and what's possible through the methodology. And I think they nailed that, and especially the last year in Madison. Granted, bias 100% because we were running the campground, but man, it's just such a cool. That was the first year I got to sit on that side of it and see and be a part of that. And man, I think we're missing the mark on that with all these events where it's like it's awesome to watch these athletes and see what they're capable of, but I can watch it at home and I mean, honestly, you look at all major sporting events, right? It's like it's a destination because of everything else around it, and then we get to just watch what's cool about these athletes.
Agreed. And actually kind of on that note, with that, just to make sure we don't skip over it, and I'm not just saying this, at CrossFit Shatter, Shane and his whole crew were amazing. Awesome. And it's kind of a cheat thing, right? It's like if you go to a level 1, like everybody paid to be there and they're so fired up and like whatever. So obviously there was people who had paid and there was a bunch of drop-ins who were not from Shane's gym. But I really, really enjoyed, like we had, I could count probably off the top of my head, at least 8, 10, maybe even 12 people who came
multiple
on
times,
consecutive days.
Yep.
And they were awesome. Yep. Like real fun. Sat around
community.
After class, wanted to chit chat. Some of them have been doing, CrossFit for a decade plus. And so they have a really, really cool thing going.
And Shane
there.
as well, and we were just sitting there talking about, like, he just likes to work out, like work out with people.
Yep.
Right. That's kind of the heart of what we all kind of got into it for, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Runs a really cool operation. So
Shatter and then House Party. Don't they have 2?
Yeah.
He has 2 affiliates.
God, he might even have 3. Sorry, Shane, that I don't know that. But yeah, he's crushing.
Yeah. And then Fraternity was awesome, man. That was a cool spot. It's probably 30 minutes from Shane's place. So we had a great time doing that and just, working out and hanging out.
It's funny, you said a lot of the workouts from the games you could just take to your affiliate and do.
We did.
I got a small beef with that.
Oh.
Dude, was it 6 and 7 or 7 and 8 that we did?
It was 6 throttle up, hammer down, or hammer down, whatever it was.
I haven't heard.
7 and 8.
I haven't felt a more painful burpee.
6 and 7.
6 and 7.
Sorry, 6 and 7.
The first set or the second set?
I'll be furious.
Both. It was awful.
Yeah, we did it that night, and we did it with a salt bike, which I think is way worse than the bike erg.
Oh, yeah.
But we didn't do it with a vest.
Oh, okay. Still, it's good. Those are just good workouts, I think.
Just hurt locker workouts.
Yeah, I mean, I have my biased programming opinions on them, but like I think they're good workouts.
What are they? What's your bias?
Well, I just think it was a waste.
Agree.
It was a waste to do 2 different machines like that.
100%.
Like that's the debut of the bike erg.
Yep.
So, and they did 35 calories on it.
Yep.
So there it is. Just right in the middle of the workout. It's kind of, let's hit it. I know it's not like everyone has a bike erg at this point who's training for the games. Like it's not like they're unveiling this incredible piece of equipment. But it just would have been like.
It was a debut of like the bike erg, but
yes.
Remember the Monkey Bar one had a bike erg.
Watt bike.
Yeah.
No, I think.
But it was like.
It could have been just ski both times, and it would have been.
100% could have been ski both times. I think it was.
Ski both times, and then the second one would be burpee get-overs.
You wanted a higher burpee.
I'm
fine with whatever. But
I really
just
thought
think it was
cool.
like 35 calories, and you had 2 separate machines. It was kind of like.
Yeah. It's like, we don't I still want to use this. Let's just put it right there. It was that kind of thing. Yeah.
Well, and again, we all look through very different filters, but for me, it was typical as always, where it's like I didn't respect it as much until I tried it.
Oh yeah.
And then I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really kicked me.
It was crazy when they brought out 80 boxes.
Yeah.
And then I didn't know the conversion or whatever for men to women. And I'm like, oh, for sure they're just going to make them do the same height. They got 80 boxes off the floor and 80 more back on in between. It was so fast. It was crazy.
That's bizarre. I thought it was cool, them having to move down the floor.
Yeah, it was a good presentation.
Yeah, I think for the, that was the
Visual
cool thing
effect.
about each event was like you
Watch the race.
told the story.
You know the equipment, like the volunteer equipment people, when they're like, yeah, we're going to take 80 boxes on off, just punch in the air.
Yeah.
Well, that one year when they did 100 barbells in
Yeah,
2017, they had 100 barbells, 100 135-pound barbells out there just on the floor.
Everywhere.
It's crazy.
They live for that shit though. Like
That's
true.
They
love it.
They definitely knew what they were getting into.
It's crazy.
No, I think it would have been cool. It was, in my opinion, it would have been really cool to do that many burpee box jump overs on the first one, and then on the second one, stack them up and do half as many burpee box get overs. So it'd be the same amount of sets, but it would be a little bit longer transition and half the boxes, if that makes
I think
sense.
should have done the same amount of reps, but
Get
just
overs?
but just do like 7 or whatever conversion it would be to like combine them.
I just think it was.
We're
cool.
nitpicking at that point. I thought it was great at 20. Honestly, the machine was the only real beef with that. I think still even having to do 24 after bar muscle ups is pretty crappy. I did that workout twice, by the way.
Yeah, Bird said you guys did it.
Well, we did it at we did it at Shatter, and then we came back here and it was the class workout and at 2 p.m. and I've been trying to hit at least a class workout. So I was like, I'll do that again, but I'm gonna go toes to bar both times, and the assault bikes were out. I was like, I'll just use the assault bike, and somebody rolled an echo bike out, and I was like, I can't let them do an echo bike and not me. And then I got into the second set and was thinking I was gonna go toes to bar again, and I just went for the bar muscle up. So there's that. They made some changes to the run, deadlift, handstand walk workout.
The last round had an extra.
No, they added
100 meters
per round
on the run.
Added 100 meters on the run, and they added 50 feet
to the final
last
handstand walk.
handstand
I think
walk. That was a cool little twist.
I think it was a good twist. Once again, running on the runner at the CrossFit Games is kind of a turd for me. You know, like I don't love it. But
I like that stimulus with the deadlift because the Rogue Runner feels a lot more similar to the old True Form, like the amount of where it actually like puts you into a good running position kind of thing where you have to pull, like you have to pull on the Rogue Runner to get it moving, and so it's a lot of hamstring. Like unless you change your gait up like drastically, you're pulling with your hamstrings, and I like that. I like the way it complemented the deadlift because a lot of people, if almost no one, probably has a Rogue Runner and really didn't have any idea how it was going to feel. So like you get off the Rogue Runner and you're like, man, my hamstrings are blown. And now you're deadlifting. And the axle bar, I love the axle bar. I thought that was really cool. It's a simple twist that changes the stimulus of a workout.
that was the only real kind of like outlier movement, huh? Or like
The
odd
axle bar.
object. Yeah. And it's still not even that odd object.
The
Which
yoke? Do you count the yoke?
I know, but
you count the yoke?
No, it was what?
You don't count the yoke?
It was a 50-foot walk or something.
It was a light yoke too.
It was light, and it wasn't. It was kind of. It was one of those things that was just like right there.
was it 100? I thought it was 100 feet. Was it not?
It was 100
That's
feet
still,
per time. So like they went 100 feet
200
down,
feet.
100 feet back.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I like the yoke. I like anything that you can throw in, and it just
Twist.
Yeah, it's just a little twist. I guess what I'm trying to say is that those tiny little twists are the only thing that keeps it from just being, oh, these are just class workouts.
I think you could have carried a sandbag and like a bear hug. I think would have been a better spot there.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. Like most of the time, you don't get a yoke carry outside of the games. I know JR did them at Syndicate, but like that's most people. You don't get a yoke carry outside of the games. So it's like this is a games level thing. The axle bar is more of a games thing, like something you probably wouldn't do. And then the Rogue Runner for sure, like that was this debut, I believe. The crossover double under, I know you hate it.
God, I hate that movement.
I like them revisiting it because it made us look a whole lot better at them because everyone had time to practice them.
I still think it's the dumbest thing we do.
I think it's cool. I think it looked insane a couple years ago. It made us look like fools. But I think if you watch it and you know anything about jump rope, which not a lot of people do, but if you know anything about it, you're like, all right. It's the same thing as like when Olympic weightlifters would watch us Olympic lifters, like, all right, that's all right. Like, it's not bad. Same thing if like you're a competitive jump roper, you kind of watch, you go, all right.
Competitive jump roper.
It exists. That's a thing. They'll watch and they go, oh, okay. Like Brent was telling me that they would do those for like volleyball practice. I'm like, why would you do it for volleyball practice? But like he had some kind of exposure to it, and so he knew what it was supposed to look like. So I don't dislike it.
I hate them. I think they're
and then the pegboard, obviously the plexiglass pegboard is only at the games as well. So like they did dust in things you're only going to get at the games.
I didn't think it was.
So
yeah,
I mean, yeah, it was. I agree with everything you guys are saying.
It was underwhelming.
Yeah,
from that standpoint, I thought programming was good. It was pretty straightforward, but from like just games, it just didn't. It felt glorified regional.
Sure, can't put your finger on like that one.
How many times do you think we could do like a push-pull, like a squat-pull finale with a lunge? How many times can we do that? I mean, every regional ever has done it. It's like almost always rope climb thruster.
The Open's done it.
The Open's done, like, it's just, that's like, I don't know. I mean, if I'm going to write a CrossFit Games weekend, like I'm going to put in, all right, you're going to do some kind of upper body pulling, some kind of thruster, and you're probably going to lunge to the end. Like I would do, if I'm going to write you a weekend, I'll do that almost every single time because it's almost going to be right every single time.
Fantasyland with an overhead lunge to finish.
Yeah, I mean, you could just, it's too easy. It's just too easy. Thrusters
low
into a
hanging
lunge.
fruit.
It's just it is the low hanging fruit. Like I have to reach below my knees to grab that fruit. It's so low.
Hey, can we talk about how the low bar back squat saved your team and a lot of individuals?
Yeah, the low bar back squat saved Dallin and James. They both, I think they were struggling with their, I mean, not struggling, I guess. Their just back squat isn't that great, so they were going to do poor in that event. They learned. I think James knew how to low bar, but I think Dallin really started to lean into it more the weeks before the games, and I believe he squatted well. Like he squatted well. James squatted well, both of them. And then it saved our team from absolutely imploding. I PR'd my back squat by truly 50 pounds. And Sam PR'd his by 30 or 35 pounds. And the girls were both about 15 pounds. So like,
what is that? Just game day?
Game day, yeah. Like I do not remember much from that event. All I know is I would tell them to put some weight on the board.
NFL banned smelling salts after watching that video.
You what?
NFL banned smelling salts after that.
I mean, I asked them. It was up until the last second of the corral. I was like, can I take this? They taped the bottle up. I said, can I take this? She was, I don't know. I'm going to ask. She's calling. She's trying to figure out. Right before we corral, she's like, you're good. You can take it. And I took it out there. And, I mean, I was burying my nose in that thing and ripping it. I would just rip it, hand it to Zoe, and go over there and just squat. And, I mean, the amount of brain cells I killed, because it does kill, I think ammonia does kill brain cells. And, I mean, dude, it was out-of-body experience. Like, I felt like my freaking nose was going to bleed. If there's a picture of my bags under my eyes are about to pop because I'm straining so hard. And Sam and I did.
The low bar position is way.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Dude, like anytime I high bar heavy, like above 365, there is this insane grinding sensation in my knee. Did not get it with low bar back squat because I don't get that deep knee flexion.
Yeah.
I just sit back, and then as I stand up, it's just like a deadlift, and you come up with it. It's crazy.
He's got long femurs, so it's probably better for you anyway.
It probably is. It's a better squat position. Obviously, the translation to CrossFit is worse, but just to max out, it's definitely the way I should have been maxing out for a while. It saved our podium chances for sure. Because we were the third weakest team there on the front squad from semifinals. So we're like, all right. We're like we can't even come close to winning now. Like as soon as I saw it, I go, we shouldn't even be thinking about winning the games now. There's not enough events for us to do that bad on one event. Mm-hmm. So I was like, all right, we're probably gonna be, if we're lucky, we might get third now.
Hell yeah.
But then we learned how to low bar back squat, and then we still took second. So there's that.
Hell yeah. That was fun to watch too, man. Like it surprised me. You know, in the low bar back squat, I was like, meh, and then I got into it.
Yeah,
not so much.
No, I don't like.
Oh, you didn't like the back squat?
It's just not my. There's so many more cool. I think it was.
Would you have rather done an Olympic lift again?
I think I enjoy watching Olympic lifting more than I like powerlifting.
I like the back squat.
Yeah,
because I think it showcased the crazy raw strength. Like if you watch the first event and see how fast these guys are running for mile times for 6 miles, and then you see them max out a back squat over 500 pounds.
Yeah.
You're like, wow, they can hold 6-minute miles for 4 miles, and then they can also back squat 515 pounds.
Yeah, it
was a good showcase of what the athletes can do, I think.
That does make us look better than doing us doing like a 1 mile test, in my opinion. Because like we're all like, I think, did Ricky go sub 5 last year? Like maybe.
Yeah, he did. Ricky
did, and I think he was the only one, right?
I believe so.
And then like anyone who like is like runs fast miles are like, so.
Right.
So what?
Yeah,
and that's kind of what my thing with even with the squads, like powerlifters, you're like, nah.
Yeah.
And so I don't like pure 1 rep maxes. Yeah.
Colton's squat is like legit good for anybody.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think it's great.
But he is far and away the best squatter.
Yeah.
Like 20, I think it was like 20 or 25.
I just like heavy weight for speed ladder for whatever. Once again, just my opinion.
But like I agree with you, Scott, though, that us running 6 miles at that pace, like I feel like endurance athletes or even people who run, they look at that and they go, that's pretty good. And then be able to squat 500 pounds the next day, like that's good. So I think.
Yeah, except for the guy that ran the Leadville 100.
Yeah.
What would we say, 9-minute miles for
100 miles.
Love to see his back squat.
135 maybe.
Yeah, maybe a backpack.
Maybe, yeah.
With some books in it.
Still, it's impressive.
It is that is crazy.
Any other?
I'd be.
You really liked or didn't?
No. This is somewhat unrelated. This
Too
we'll
far?
do. Well, no. We'll podcast again before when I have to say this. We'll podcast again before December, right?
Oh wow!
I mean, at this rate,
planning
maybe not.
Christmas or
You're
what?
planning way out.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Just
have to
say,
say it.
just say it.
No, I don't have to. No.
What is it about?
I like this little tease.
No,
I like
that's
this
like,
tease.
hey, I need to talk. I hate that.
Yeah, just say it.
Just say it.
No, it doesn't fit at all.
It doesn't matter. This is a
Great.
podcast.
All right. WFP, their finale's in Denmark. Yes.
Yeah, I think it's somewhere
Denmark.
in Europe. I don't know.
So they
Copenhagen. Yeah, it's Denmark.
they announced that they are going to swim, and I was actually Hicks was here on Saturday. He does their
He's there on Friday. Yeah.
Friday. I worked out with him on Saturday. Their EAP, Emergency Action Plan. Yeah, EAP. He does the EAPs and stuff. So, I said that I am excited for them to swim. I think they're doing it in a pool, but I'm excited for them to swim. And I'm also excited for the opportunity for it to go really well, because if CrossFit, meaning the people who program the CrossFit Games, if they want, which I believe that they need to, we need to go back to swimming. I know there's a time and place for it, but we do need to get back to it because it is a very important part of fitness to test. But I think WFP has the chance now to do it well, hopefully do it really well, and for them to watch it and lower their ego a little bit to say, hey, what they did works really well. We should do that. Or if it doesn't work well, say, here's what did work well, and we can change that and use it. So, like, if I am on the CrossFit Games team, I'm going to pay attention to that and say, what are they doing? And do people agree with the safety thing they're doing? Like, does it look good? Is this a smart way to do it? Because then we can adopt that. People are already getting some buy-in with that. We know that it's very divisive between WFP and CrossFit Games, like the fans of it, I guess, or the athletes too. So they're like, well, we're going to lower our ego, and we're going to say, hey, what you guys did was good. We're going to adopt it. Or this is how we can make it better and use it. So I think there's a chance for them to do it really well, and for that to become maybe the new standard for that, and say like, well, if you liked it over there, if CrossFit Games, all the athletes go to the CrossFit Games, they go, if you liked it over there, we're doing the same thing. Why'd you say what they did is great? What we're doing is bad, because some of the athletes like to talk out of both the sides of their mouth. Say, well, this is great. This sucks. So no, it's actually, we're doing the same thing now.
Yeah. Or better yet, it goes well and they improve on it.
Yes, exactly.
Just, that's a really well articulated and thought out point, man.
So
I didn't realize that they were going into the water.
Yeah, they're doing it. I think everyone knows that they're doing a pool event. I mean, I don't have any insight into WFP, so if I know it, everybody's got to know.
What if this is breaking news?
Yeah, there's no way it's breaking news.
Yeah.
It's not
I
like
think
I'm
they
like,
posted about it.
What?
They posted about it.
Okay, yeah, see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
I don't think the games had time with 3 days, even if they wanted to go like rent a pool and
Yeah, no.
because you would have lost the whole morning.
Yeah.
So it would have been like 2 workouts probably they lost by going to do that.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying this year. I'm saying for the coming year. There needs to be the 5 pillars. Everyone knows my 5 pillars that need to be tested at the games. They only tested 4 of them.
Do you guys have any takeaway thoughts from the media perspective?
Why are you giving it to me? Because I'm pissed about it.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Not that I'm pissed about it. It was good. The CrossFit Games were good, I think. The programming was good. I was telling them, I feel like CrossFit has nailed in the athlete experience. I feel like, don't you think so? You raised your eyebrows.
No, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, I'd say it's good. And then like the fan experience obviously is great. Mm-hmm. But then like if you're outside media, you are just chopped liver. You are just like, we had great access. Our access was awesome. I mean, we were back there with you the whole weekend, or I was anyways. But I don't know. I think it's just because the venue, like it was so restrictive for us. But like, I didn't understand why so I could walk down with you guys it was a long walk from that warm-up area to the second warm-up area and then to the competition. So I could go down with you guys that way, like out the building onto the road, like into the second warm-up area. But like, and then once I went into the pit, you had to be escorted out of there, which I just cannot understand.
In and out of the pit, you had to be escorted?
Yeah, we had to be escorted, which I cannot wrap my head around. Like maybe Scott knows why. I don't know. I don't know why they're like they don't want someone said they want us wandering around. I'm like, where am I, brother? I'm not gonna say what I said, but I'm like, dude, I'm having a hard enough time here. Okay, yeah. I promise. I do not care to walk around this building to see what's going on.
Yeah,
I'm trying to just do my daggum job, and I can't because I'm looking for an escort. Frank got so pissed, almost left because he had to go pee. He's in the pit and he had to pee.
Couldn't find somebody to escort him out.
Well, he went to leave. No, he's just going to walk out the pit. Whoa, where are you going there? He says, well, I'm trying to go to the bathroom. He goes, well, you can't leave the pit without an escort. He goes, okay, well, can I get an escort? He goes, no, they're all on lunch break. Frank goes, what?
He just stuck there.
Frank
You're in media jail.
He can't go to the bathroom. He's like, this is ridiculous. I'm a grown man. I can't go to the bathroom. To me, it's like when I was 8, my birthday was always early in the year. So I was like 18 at the start of senior year.
Yeah.
I felt so ridiculous. I'm like, I have to raise my hand to ask to go to the bathroom.
And you're an
but
adult.
then 3 hours later, I'm serving like tequila at Cheddar's. You know?
Yeah. You go smoke a cigarette at lunch break.
Yeah, I could go smoke a cigarette if I wanted to. But it was crazy. So I didn't understand that. Because once I was in the pit, you know, like you guys get on the floor and my like first thing I need to do is find you guys so I can recap with you. But you guys can go back the way you came.
Oh.
I have to be escorted out of the pit to the front of the building, and then I have to leave the front of the building, go into Pearl Street, exit, and then go back. Which, I mean, there was a way inside too. It's basically the same. It was like no matter which way you took, it was like 8 minutes to get back up there to that warm-up area.
And Rich didn't supply you guys with Gatorade bottles? I feel like that's an internal fail. You know?
Gatorade bottles?
Yeah.
To pee.
I don't get it.
You didn't have a Gatorade bottle to pee in.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the bathrooms are fine. I mean, I guess the pit, you know, it'd be nice to have a wall urinal or something, but whatever. I mean,
have a what?
A wall urinal in the pit, I guess.
Yeah, because you
like,
he's so good.
But,
it was right there in the
that was my main frustration. Like I said, the access was great. They were very accommodating. They were nice to us.
I think your issue is more about not even with them. It's about, honestly, in my opinion, it's about who they give the media access to.
Preferential
that's huge
treatment
too. Because I'm
just saying,
the ones
like,
yeah,
there's just like.
I'm not saying they did it this year, but in the years past, like I know people in that pit are getting access. They're like shooting for their Instagram.
Yeah, there's like morons there who will like bug the athletes.
Yeah, for sure.
Is what I'm kind of saying. Is trying to. I actually can't think of any right now on the top of my head. But there's just morons there who will just bother the athletes or bother anybody or just like be nosy. I'm like, hey, what are you guys doing in here? What are you guys doing over here? You know, and not that you guys would do that, but there are people that might do that, and they're trying to avoid that. So I think it's more about who they're letting in there than their actual rule on it. Like I feel like that rule is a good rule for some people. Like some people need that kind of supervision.
Yeah, and like
don't let those people come in there if they need that supervision.
Like Rich said, I could be wrong, but I feel like we're just trying to make CrossFit look awesome. You know, like you said, we're trying to showcase the athletes what they can do. That's the only thing we're trying to do. We're trying to make awesome videos. Be like, hey, CrossFit's pretty great. This whole thing is cool. Please let me have the same experience. Please.
Hey, this has a hook on it to hook onto my lace?
I guess it does.
Dang. You see that? There's a little hook right there. Yeah. So if I want to like tighten it up, I'll hook it on.
Remember, no shoe sponsorship for this guy. Doesn't have to say this.
I do like these shoes, other than they're a little hot.
Yeah. Hey,
we got Scott.
This.
I think that problem was mostly like a venue thing. It was just so spread out. The escorting is different, but I don't know. They couldn't have
could give you like a preferential media pass where you're like,
well,
hey,
we did have that.
I know, but what I'm saying is like, oh, those guys aren't idiots. We don't need to escort them. You know?
I don't know. I mean, we had the enhanced pass, so it was like as good as it can get. It was actually pretty funny. You mentioned like people bothering athletes, and I'm not saying they did it. I think it was all fine. But it was so funny. We did the the enhanced credential tour the first day, and Dave, this is all he said because he had to get to an athlete briefing, and he was like, he said, what I'm about to say, he's like, I'm not talking to you guys. He looks at like us and then the proven guys that were there. He said, I'm talking to Sevon's crew. He's like, do not bother the athletes. I'll cut your pass.
But they were the most access ever.
But they were fine, I think, as far as like I didn't hear any problems. But it was just so funny. He singled them out.
Yeah,
he called them out right there. But I mean, I think it was fine for the most part for us. And I think it was just like a logistics, like space or venue issue mostly.
Yeah.
They had this little. It was funny on Saturday. I think it kind of. I know they do site visits, but it kind of seemed like they didn't do enough, maybe. Because they had this media checkpoint where he was saying you had to use it to like get escorted into the pit. Well, it was like right outside the pit, so no one used the media room because it was a 16-minute round trip. We timed it to get there, so everyone sat outside at the checkpoint. Well, the venue told CrossFit it was a fire hazard. So then in the middle of one of the events, they like basically moved the checkpoint to a like basically 10 feet from the door, like away from where it was. And so then there was this little like homeless camp of media people just sitting in there doing everything.
Camp of media.
And the coaches have backpacks.
Yeah.
That was a little ridiculous.
It was also funny too. This is unrelated, but they had this arm wrestling competition. Did you see this? What's his name, Ro?
Travis Bajent.
Wait.
Tyson's the son. Travis is the dad.
Travis Bajent. Yeah. So Rogue said if you beat him in arm wrestling, you'll get $1 million. So out in that lobby, they had people trying to beat him in arm wrestling, but I don't think they communicated with the building because the people that work for the venue, everyone goes out to watch. Like,
$1 million.
Yes. So everyone's out there watching.
He's really, really good.
Oh, I know.
You couldn't get to the stairs. You couldn't get to the escalators because there's like 1,000 people in that lobby trying to watch this. And the building people are like, hey, you guys have to move. You have to move. But they're having an arm wrestling contest for $1 million, like in between events. So everyone's going to stand there and watch.
Even when they weren't doing that officially, it was rowdy in there.
Yeah.
Like it was, because seemed like they were arm wrestling, like at least the whole time I was there for an hour and a half, and they were just going.
He arm wrestled for like half a day, it seemed like. Because it was right outside where our media, like homeless camp was.
He does a lot of like, I've watched his videos. He does a lot of like showy stuff.
Oh, he talks more shit than anybody.
Yeah, he's a really good showman too. So like yes, he was arm wrestling that long. But I think being able to do that, like I think his show stuff keeps it to where like someone just beats him because he's tired, you know? Like he probably is doing that in between stuff so he doesn't just, you know, some guy who's like strong comes there and ends up beating him because he's arm wrestled 400 guys today. So it's probably only like 20 people though, but he was keeps them going. It's
imagine
really
if he lost though and they had to pay $1 million to somebody.
I bet they pay. There's like an insurance thing that you pay. That's how a lot of those like, you know, hole-in-ones at charity events.
So they wouldn't have to pay it?
The insurance pays it. You buy an insurance, you know, for however much. But
there's only, I mean, in that I know of, I can only think of 3 guys in the world right now that I think could beat him. I can only think of 3.
Who are professional arm wrestlers?
Professional arm wrestlers.
What about Brian Shaw? Didn't he do arm wrestle training?
Brian Shaw probably could beat him now. Probably could beat him. Like, he's just so strong. Like, the guy who's the best is, he's like a heavyweight from the Middle East. He is huge. And, like, the last couple that I've watched of him, he beat Devin Larratt by so much. What?
I didn't know you had such interest in obscure sports like jump roping and arm wrestling.
I'm like, why does he know so much about that?
Devin Larratt is like the guy who actually beat Travis Bajent. Travis Bajent. He's like one of the only notable people who's beaten Travis Bajent. And then
what do you do at home?
And then the other guy, what's his name?
It just takes one Travis Bajent video to go down the rabbit hole, dude. See all
I
this
just
stuff.
love that Angel's like, I'm so busy, I can't ever work out. I can't ever do this.
We watched this at the fire department.
Okay.
So Devin, and then
I remember those days.
what is his name? Dennis. Dennis is the guy who, like, dude, he is a human T-Rex. His arms are so big. You have to watch his videos. His arms don't bend because he trains in this realm all the time. He walks like this. So you can't even
Son Ford.
you can't even straighten his arms to win. So, like, if you're going to try to beat him, it only goes to here. So you have to lay him over from there. His arms are so bound up. And even Devin's are, too. But Devin, Dennis, then I don't know who the guy is who's really good. I think, yeah, that guy Dennis is, like, a scary guy. You look scary.
Who needed questions on Instagram?
His biceps are, like, 25 inches. I'll look him up.
Remember the guy whose biceps exploded? Remember that?
Oh, yeah. We don't have to go into details, but the one of the better pastimes of the games was watching like the Game of Thrones behind the scenes and like who was sniffing whose butt and who was hanging out with who and politicking and
there was a lot of politicking going around. That was
a lot of the King's Court kind of happening.
A lot of high level checkers playing.
Kind of like if you didn't know, you didn't know, but if you did, you were like, oh, that's funny.
Dude, look at his arms.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Those are made for one thing.
Show the camera. Show the camera.
You get talking to your mic.
Look at those arms.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. Who's buying CrossFit?
Levon is the guy who's the
man.
world's best.
No, I'm just the
Heard it a million times.
I'm just the chairman of the board.
Heard it a million times.
CEO, chairman of the board.
That's a big guy.
Oh, yeah.
Visionary CEO.
That's all I have to say.
What else am I?
Dangerous. I heard you're dangerous.
I am dangerous. Mm-hmm. I am dangerous. Mm-hmm. Especially if we make a hire from CrossFit HQ.
Which is
that would
true.
be dangerous.
Yep.
That would be very
Say it in
dangerous.
French, it sounds twice as shady.
Does it?
We
AI. Got some AI subtitles on there. Yeah, man. It was kind of fun to watch. And also terrifying.
Kind of yucky too.
Because our entire livelihood is attached to what happens next. So that was kind of it was not fun, but it was really fun.
It was.
Man, you learn a lot about people when money and power are involved.
Oh yeah.
Right? It was kind of like reality TV because again, I was out whatever, but I'd get some text from like you or whoever was on site like, "Hey, you're never gonna believe blah, blah, blah." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, especially with people that,
Hey, there's a question on here that applies to we were talking about. Any more thoughts on staying affiliated, or do you feel affiliating due to who might buy CrossFit? I think what they're trying to say is
that question ain't for me.
I think
what they're trying to say is, do you still think that dictates affiliation, the purchase of the CrossFit?
Yeah, I think it does dictate affiliation. Man, there's just such. Me and Rove talked about it a bunch. I feel like you guys have heard me say it. There's like this romanticization, whatever, to the word CrossFit, to the methodology, to the community side of it, that keeps you tied to it. But to say that I think we can do it better, and do offer more. I don't know. Like it's time will tell. We've been loyal to the brand for a long time. What we thought the brand is, and get burned a couple times. Maybe
fool me once.
Shame on me. Fool me. Yeah, strike three.
Fool, you can't be fooled again.
Yeah, so I don't know. If the track record continues, and especially if someone new comes in that I don't necessarily trust or hasn't proven that trust, then yeah, I don't know.
Can Rich purchase CrossFit?
No, I do not have enough monies.
Well, you might. I might have.
How cheap it'll
I
go.
might have enough money.
You might.
I heard 11 million was what Glassman was going to pay for it. So I'm not paying that.
Where have you been?
Where have we been? We've been here. We've been doing a lot. We started the In Pursuit podcast. We've been catching up. We're getting ahead on that. People have been traveling, doing their thing, getting ready for different stuff and things. Scott's been in Leadville. He's been a resident of Colorado for the past month and a half, 2 months. So yeah, we got out of the rhythm of this.
School started.
School started. We're back. Summer was tough. Summer is tough with the kids. Want to hang out with them as much as we can.
Angelo has a beard now. Why is that?
Angelo's full-time Mayhem now. No more fire department.
Yep.
Dishonorably discharged.
You haven't shared that yet, huh?
No, I haven't shared that. And I don't.
Full-time director of Mayhem Hunt.
Yeah.
And assistant to Jake Lockhart.
Assistant to the Jake Lockhart.
And to the Jake Lockhart. And NPC coach and high-level athlete coach.
Yeah.
On-camera talent.
On-camera talent.
Yeah, I don't like
podcaster.
This was like a
JR's
big.
boyfriend?
This is a big deal. Apparently,
Who's?
like
JR.
Oh,
this is like
Lover.
a big deal. Gay lover. Is that what you
just
said?
lover.
This is like a big deal back when I decided not to compete in 2018. Like a million people were like, "Oh man, what happened? What happened?" I'm like, "I just got injured. I just didn't really feel like I needed to tell everybody. Like it's who cares? Like it's just my business. I don't really see it as a big thing." So like I was saying that to Bella about like me changing my job. I'm like, yeah, I guess I should say something, but like I just don't like to think of myself as that important that I have to like make an Instagram post to say,
you're so
hey,
important, Angelo. Don't ever say that
this
about
is
yourself.
this is what I'm doing now. Like, yeah, I mean, I guess to a certain level that way we can make connections and stuff. Like people know to, if they were ever interested, they would know, oh, I know that guy. I could talk to him about that stuff. I guess that for that reason, it's important. But
You
like,
need to make it vocal so everybody can tell you how much of a hero you've been for the past 6 years.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that I won't do that. I just refuse. So like, not for any other reason than just like, well, I just don't. I firmly believe that no one is that important for them to like think that they need to put something on Instagram for everyone to say, oh man, whoa, that's so cool, dude. Like you're the best. Like you're so awesome. I'm just living my life, man. I'm just what?
Now they think less of you.
That I wouldn't post something like that.
No, that you're not a firefighter anymore.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Fall hunting plans.
Well, so then just amongst friends who are interested in your life, was it a hard decision to make?
No, it was a really easy decision to make.
Begged us for the past 6 months.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I mean, I was really excited because like when I started the fire department, it was always a job that I thought was really cool that offered me a salary that I could live an easier life with, like, you know, just a constant salary always coming in, insurance, all that stuff. Like it was just everything that a job has for you, a career, I guess, a career would have for you. And so I was excited to do it, but it was always looked at as like, here's a career that I can live when I have this career. It was even as a kid, like a lot of people who are firefighters now, they like have this story of like, oh, I was a kid and these people came, they brought the fire truck to our school and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. And like, I just wanted to do that. Well, I never really had that experience. I just kind of thought this would be good. I should get into it. But when I started CrossFit, I guess this is almost the same thing. When I started CrossFit, I enjoyed the coaching side, the programming, I guess I should say, the programming side of it more than anything else. Like I like to compete. I wanted to compete. But like watching Rich and Darren like program workouts, like I always kind of wanted to understand the nuts and bolts of that and like how to do that. And so that's pretty much everything I like. That's what I like to do. I like to program workouts and I do like to coach. So that was what I always really, really wanted to do. And so I did coach classes for a little bit. And then I just got the fire department job and kind of just had a transition. But I always wanted to get back to it. And so now I'm basically doing exactly what I wanted to do when I was like 14 years old. So
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
So I guess it is the same as people who want to be a firefighter when they're a kid. It's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's
what this is for you.
Job. Yeah, that
Hell
was my
yeah.
dream job, to write programming. It doesn't feel like I'm working most of the time. There is work involved for sure. But like I can write workouts and I'll sit on the couch and me and Madison are watching a movie and I'm just writing workouts. Like I don't mind to do that at all. Cause it's like maybe at one point I'll be like, I don't want to, maybe I'll like have a little better work-life balance. But right now I'm like, it does not feel like work. Like this is just what I would want to be doing whether I was paid for it or not.
Yeah. Love that.
But I like being paid. Don't cut my pay. I like being paid.
Did you hear that? Angela's not working.
Code Angelo.
The last one from there. What are the fall hunting plans for everybody?
Idaho archery, Wyoming archery. Tried to get Angelo to go on our second rifle hunt. He declined.
Hey,
So
you're not telling the whole story.
Next time, Scott, he complains that he never gets to do anything west of the Mississippi. It's because he had a chance and declined. You're going to
You're
Alaska.
the whitetail guy.
No,
No, you
whoa,
will
wait,
forever-
don't go to him. I need a rebuttal. I
Nope.
need a rebuttal period,
Nope.
at least 30 seconds.
Nope.
I will be in Southwest Alaska when you're in Idaho.
Yep.
Hopefully taking my first archery kill.
Yeah,
with,
you need to take
moose.
one of those Osmos cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got an extra.
Self-film.
Does that mean I have to wear the right stuff and shoot the right bow? We're going to talk about that
Oh,
after.
yeah, we should. We should. Don't we have you? We have you a bow, right?
Well, Dave, I'll tell you after.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said there was like some potential structural damage to it.
Nice.
Which bow?
Nice. Potential structural.
Like the peep is a little bit burnt or something and just like...
Can't we just get new strings for it? Angelo?
You're that guy.
Oh yeah, with strings is like yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah, by like far and away, it's better bow. You know what I mean?
You're Mayhem and you're hunting.
yeah.
But I'm also borrowing Scott's camo. So
Is it-
some of that might be off-brand.
Is it Sitka?
It's gonna be whatever random
Mismatch you can
piecings.
find that you're not going to be using for Idaho?
Right.
That's like Jack. I mean, I told you guys this, Jack. Just like
Rosema.
being Rosema, being the good, just humble guy that he is. He was leading that pegboard event. I think he won his heat, and I think actually heat 2 went, and he still beat everyone from heat 2. He's like, man, if I win this event, like I'll get $3,000. I'll be able to buy a new bow. He's saying this to Sam, and Sam's thinking. Sam said to me, he goes, Jack's gonna he's like, hope when he wins this event so he can buy a bow. I go, hey Jack,
You want a bow?
we could probably get you a bow. He's like, yeah, man, I'm not really like a huge hunter though. I'm really trying to get into it more, bow hunting. He's like, I have a bow. I'm like, Jack, you're a Mayhem athlete. You like to whitetail hunt with a bow. Like, dude, if all you have to do is say, yeah, man, I'll do some shout outs for you if you can do that. Like, you're like, I'm literally actively looking for other guys in your situation to like use for content. So like, if we could use you for content, then yes, of course. So he's like, man, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hopefully you win this event, but your new bow doesn't necessarily ride on it, buddy. We can figure it out.
We're about to have an elite in so many people's hands.
So Angelo's plans are to stay around here, get super pissed off, send me text messages of how he never gets to hunt, and that's his plans.
Your rebuttal.
No,
Let's hear.
my plans aren't that.
He's going to go down to Georgia and
Pop him up.
Yeah.
Georgia.
We're gonna go to Georgia, and then I'm gonna go to Illinois, and I'm going to hunt around here. And the week Rich is referencing here is when I had my meeting to start this job. I told Bird, I said, hey, I haven't been on family vacation since 2019. I would like to go. I would like to go on a family vacation. I haven't been able to because I have to like use my
with your parents family vacation.
I have to. Yeah, for a good reason. I need to use my vacation time elsewhere. So I haven't been able to go. Scott? I haven't been able to go on a family vacation. It's not about the vacation. I just want to. It's not about going on my vacation with my family. I just want to go. And me and my dad like deep sea fish together. I would like to do that. I haven't been able to do it much with my job. I said, hey, Bird, me and my dad are trying to schedule a fishing trip and a vacation this week in October. Do you think that'd be fun? He goes, yeah, dude, no problem. Yeah, they're like, whatever. I was like, oh, man, this is cool. I can, like, go on a vacation now. And then, unfortunately...
Podcast is over.
Unfortunately, they line up.
And I'm done.
Hey, you hear that, Scott? Angelo's vacation. How many times did you see Chuck in the last month and a half?
4.
What time? What time did you get home last night?
Maybe like 11,
What time did you get here this morning?
7:30.
When have you been gone since?
I was here 4 days since before the games.
Company man.
That's
right
partly
here.
why we have
Hey,
a podcast.
I'm not comparing. I'm just saying. I would have scheduled it for another week had I known that an elk trip was on the table. I didn't know it was on the table at that point.
It's not anymore.
It was
Never
on the
will
table
be
for
again.
you.
Never will
on
be
the,
again,
on the
actually.
calendar.
Yeah.
All right. Great.
As the Mayhem Hunt director.
Hey, I still have.
know.
I got a few months to go back to the fire department. Still, I guess I'll.
All right.
I guess I'll go
Let's
back.
do it.
The director of Mayhem Hunt's gonna go fishing.
I'll call Ben. Yeah, those get a ton of views. Fishing. People
You'll
love
probably
fishing.
get COVID while you're there too.
Yeah, probably.
That's crazy. Deep sea fishing's great.
I don't like it.
Really?
Didn't like it.
Like you've only went once?
Yeah, it was way too hot. Actually, I've been
It's
twice.
hot.
It's way too hot. It's just
hot.
not. It's not what I want to do.
I share Rich's sentiment.
I mean, I like.
It's
hunting
also where you
more.
go, right? So we get to go every other year-ish to Alaska, the guys, and then my father-in-law takes the girls every other, on opposite years, and they'll go deep sea in Alaska. And you talk about
Probably a little bit different.
It's a lot bit different.
What do you
and
catch?
Halibut, tons of salmon. Fill a freezer, man. Like we still have salmon from her last trip, which was last summer.
I might like that. The hot Louisiana. Never.
Yeah, Alaska would probably be much better.
yeah,
Never
I'm going to the
again.
Gulf.
I don't really
Nothing
care
hot.
about anything in the Gulf.
Yeah,
It's too hot.
What looks like fun are those black bear hunts in Alaska,
That would
where
be
you're on the boat and you're just fishing, and then you're like, "Oh, I see a bear. Let's go see if we can shoot it."
Who was it that did one of those meat eater videos?
Well, Newcomb did it on
Newcomb,
a,
yeah.
on a,
They
on
weren't-
a swim paddleboard.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
but that wasn't like they weren't
boaters.
doing one where they're like just out on a ship
No,
like
they were-
fishing,
yeah.
and they were actually hunting
Hunting
for
bears, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was cool. And he had it on like a boogie board, just like floating by, and he's in a wetsuit. That's crazy.
Snuck up to it, shot it with a bow.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Any other good ones on there?
You have any other hunt?
No, that's pretty much it.
That you know of right now?
We'll go to Idaho once or twice.
Yeah.
Other than that, no. I don't have any. I'm not hunting deer in October ever again.
Bad
what
experience.
A waste of last year. Yeah.
Until your cameras start going off, you go, maybe I'll go once.
No.
I think you, dude. I don't think you'll once you get in the deep of this in the deep in the season, things start happening. You see stuff on the camera. I do it all the time. I say, no, I'm not going for 5 days. I can't. I haven't seen crap. I'm not going. And then I get one good picture. I'm like, I guess I could go.
Idaho. No, not Idaho. Where were we?
Illinois
last year in October in the whitetail hunting mecca ruined me.
I have my own opinions on that.
All right. Anything else? Is there any other good questions?
That was it.
Really, there's nothing else. There would be a lot.
That was pretty much it.
I bet they can be all
there was
summarized.
one more
BCS this weekend.
BCS this weekend.
Hopefully we'll see some old friends.
Leave Thursday.
Make some new ones.
Come back Saturday night.
I got to go pick up my bids. You guys know I'm on A stock.
What did you buy?
Just the same stuff. There's some stuff to win for tomorrow I'm looking at. But I just have that air fryer and the Osmos, like the phone holder, which I'm excited about. We're going to start, me and Rich are going to start our little vlog, right? Or whatever, what do you want to call it? I don't even call it a vlog. We're going to start shooting our own videos without the media guys there to oversee stuff.
Adventures of Rich and Angelo.
This could be good. What do you guys think about
They
it?
have to edit it, so
Yeah,
it's
what
still
do you
gonna
guys
be.
think about it?
Sounds like a lot of extra editing, but I'm paid to do that, so I guess it's fine.
Extra editing. I know, but yeah.
I think it'd be cool.
I do think it is. I think it adds some work, but also takes some work away. Where if we can get a little bit self-sufficient doing it, that could be good for you guys. It will add editing for you, but I hope we can become self-sufficient with it so we can just do it. When you guys have other obligations, we can just film ourselves. I'm gonna start vlogging more. I think we need to vlog. Don't you?
I hate that term, so no.
It will be
I just
good
think
for
we need to
times
video
like,
blog more.
there's been times where Rich would be like, man, I did this awesome workout. And he starts telling me and Scott about it. He's like, yeah, it's basically the 2014 finale or, whatever. And we're like,
I smashed my old
like,
score.
Yeah, he's like, man, I beat it by 5 minutes. And we're like, oh, that would have been great for content. So maybe it'll eliminate some of that stuff.
Probably
that
not.
happens.
No, probably not.
Like Rory said, it'll be a week and then I'll get over it. So maybe having Angelo,
You said that. I just agreed.
Maybe having Angelo there to help.
Yeah, well, because
I don't want to hear it.
job.
Me and Ben have knocked out a lot of your
Crushing
wish list the last week.
It's not my wish list.
Yes, it is.
It's not my wish list.
Yes, it is.
Speaking of, what else has been helping with your knee? I know you've been having a lot. I know you've been having a lot of trouble, man.
What is your regimen? Could it be a heart and soil joint formulation,
soil.
and then
You did
also
tell
could it be
Steve.
the
You did tell Steve that you put 50 pounds in your back squat.
Yeah,
The
I mean, I'm
blokes-
not saying it isn't that the heart and soil supplement.
the blokes pain
Blokes
cream?
pain cream, yes, the blokes pain cream has helped. For sure helps instant relief help, which is pretty wild. That's anecdotally across the board. Anyone who's tried it says the same thing.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
No, 100%. 100%. We fight
Everyone
over
says
it.
the same thing.
The
Everyone's like,
lidocaine
"Whoa,
in it
dude."
is amazing.
Everyone's like, "Whoa, dude, that works." It's 30 minutes later, they're itching for it. And then I think we've all kind of pushed the. I mean, I'm sure you can use it as much as you want. It says keep it 3 to 4 times daily. I'll do it 3 to 4 times in the morning.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's recommended dose.
Yeah.
If two are good, I mean, 3 would probably be better,
Yeah.
Gotta be.
Yeah, so that has been helping. Bird puts it on his shoulder, and he says it helps his shoulder. Brian, you guys will like this.
Elbow,
Took a bath in it.
bicep.
No, he's not getting his shoulder surgery now. I think he says, I forget what reason he had, but he said he has his own reason. Me and Bird are pretty convinced it's because everyone made fun of him that he's going to be shooting a crossbow. So we made fun of him, so he canceled his surgery.
I told him he could try to rehab it first.
Yeah, that's what he said.
I said, I talked to a surgeon or two. about my shoulder, and of course they wanted to cut on it. And then having gone to Blair and AJ, my shoulder is now 95%, and I will take that over a surgery that you don't really know. I say that as I'm sitting here talking about getting my osteotomy in my knee. So
yeah, but you have tried a lot.
I've tried a lot of stuff. Yep.
Like you've done a lot of stuff for your knee. It's been many years. It's not getting better. It's at that point. It's not getting better without like serious changes.
Yep, for sure.
Shout out to Blair, by the way. He got the big buckle at Leadville.
Blair got the big buckle. That was awesome.
On the bike.
On the bike.
Yeah.
2 races ago. Yeah.
He's
Blair.
He's like, thank goodness, because that was horrible.
Yeah, he said, I texted him after. I said, was it everything you hoped for? He said it made mountain biking not fun. I was like, 100%. I get it, man. The race, the 100-mile Leadville mountain bike race, somebody asked, I think, on there if I was going to do 26. I'll try to do the stage race next year like I was going to do this year and try to get as many of these fools to do it, to try to just – it's fun. I think it would be way more fun than doing the 100 and trying to go – sub 9 is just not fun. Sub 12 I think would be fun, but sub 9 is not.
That extra 3-hour buffer helps a lot.
It's huge on a bike.
Yeah.
The 100-mile bike was like the only event Curtis was looking forward to.
Yeah. Well, he's really good at that event.
He said it was the easiest one, right? That's crazy. How was the 10K afterwards?
Well, the 10K is probably the easiest one, but he said for him the 100-mile bike is the easiest one because he's done it so many times.
Yeah, shout out. Did we shout out Curtis yet?
No.
We talked about Scott being up there, but yeah, David Curtis, part of the family, been a part of the crew for a long time. Finished the Leadman, so it's a marathon. All these races in Leadville, Colorado, within.
It was seven over the course of 6 or 7 weeks.
The
end of June was the marathon.
Okay, so you got a marathon 1 week. One weekend you have a 50-mile ride and then a 50-mile run, or 50-mile order. Sorry, 50-mile run and then 50-mile ride.
Well, here's the crazy thing. For Lead Challenge, you only have to do one of those. You get to pick between those two. He said he believes they should have to do both. So out of principle, he did both.
I didn't know that.
And that's called Silver King because they're both called Silver Rush.
Yeah.
It's called Silver King. And there was, I believe, 12 men and 1 woman that did Silver King. So that means out of the people that finished, he might be within a handful of people that actually did every event.
All of them. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
I didn't know that. Shout out to Curtis.
Yeah.
I thought that was, I thought it was just.
I thought it was you had to do it.
No,
so it's 50-mile.
So he added
run on
miles.
Saturday and a 50-mile ride on Sunday.
Right.
Jeez.
And you only technically have to do one to be a lead man or a lead woman.
Correct.
And then
lead person.
The next week or a couple
weeks after. It was a month later was the 100-mile bike.
A month later you do the 100-mile mountain bike, which I've done and is miserable. Yep. And he did it sub 9. He did like 8:20 something.
4 or 7 or something.
The next morning ran a 10K. And then as
6
a race,
days later.
And then 6 days later ran the 100 miles.
Good Lord.
And he had to get it under sub 30 hours on the last one, right?
Yep. Yeah, like the bike and the run were so close together. He crashed during the bike and got like road rash. And while he was running, the scab was cracking open.
Ugh.
Like that's how close those events are together. Like you're still feeling the repercussions of the weekend before.
What does he do? I mean, you may show or talk about this. What does he do for those six days that he has in between? Like when he finished a 10K run, like what's the first thing he does?
He
eats obviously.
He did. I believe he did like only 2 runs, like 2 short runs between the 10K run and the 100-mile run.
I didn't know if you like literally
because he was mostly just trying to recover.
Yeah. I was planning on trying to like help him the back half, pace him the back half, and after watching him, there's no it would not have happened. You know, like there's no way.
That's crazy.
That's so impressive.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what he did in between. What did you ask him about this stuff? Like, what have you done? Like all that kind of thing.
Training wise,
training wise, but like even just like, how do you recover? Like, I mean, does he like work those days? Like, what does he do at home? I mean, are you useless for 6 days?
Well, he wasn't too messed up from the bike, really. Yeah. Like for
the next day,
2 to 3 minutes, he was messed up when he finished, and then it was like snapped back like that.
That was me last year. I was miserable for about 15, 20 minutes, and I was fine. The year before, I was really messed up. This is the first long event I'd done, and I did not know what to do. The last year, I was within 30 minutes. I was like, oh, I'm good.
It's got to be more about like your stomach.
Yeah, it's all
stomach. The crazy thing for him, that was his second ever marathon, his first ever 50-mile run, his first ever 100-mile run.
Wow.
Last probably too.
Yeah. Well, and his stomach was what he was like constantly trying to figure out, because on the 50-mile run, I believe it was at the turnaround or close to the turnaround, he threw up because his stomach was so jacked up from all the like
Junk.
Stuff you're taking.
Yeah.
And
so
so
he was probably trying to do it the same way you would on a bike.
Yeah.
Which on a bike, I feel like your stomach would turn a little bit quicker because you're.
Yeah, I don't know. But he talked to Tamara, the race director of Leadville Series. She obviously lives up there too, and she's done a lot of this stuff. And she had his friend Heath, the sheriff. He also completed Leadman. He was doing like avocado and soy sauce and mashed potatoes and like these rice
but
bars.
when you're that
like
far
Whole
into
Foods.
it, like, you know, you would think like sugar, but your stomach after about 4 or 5 hours is like,
It's just
no more.
He was doing plain water. He wasn't doing, and he would take like salt tablets because he could, the like electrolyte mixes that you have, he couldn't handle
Started
the
to taste bad.
sweet. Yeah.
Even on the, like, when we do those 24 hours things, it's like towards the back half of it, you're just like, I don't want any more sugar. And the intensity of it messes up, like, especially Amarillo is like this year when we were going hard the whole time, it's hard. Like, you got to get in calories because you're burning so much on that lap, but you just don't want to. It sucks, but it's cool too.
So yeah,
It's miserable, but it's fun.
That'll be cool for people to see.
Yeah.
Like, I bet when you said he threw up, like, it's probably one of those throw ups where you feel better afterwards.
Yeah.
When he threw it up, probably was like, oh.
Yeah, probably.
All right. Like, then you just wait a little while. Did he like immediately start eating again, or did he like wait a little while and then start putting some food
I don't think he ate the whole back half of the 50
What?
because he was so messed up.
Oh, no.
Yeah, which meant he had to get recovering fast for the next day that weekend because he had a 50-mile bike the next day.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
He
That's
cold
the part that
plunged
people
in
don't think
the
about.
reservoir that night.
Did he?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I think that's it.
that's all our current events. We haven't podcasted in a while.